Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Anushka, as you know me, and today's video is very special because it's not a vlog. It's going to be interview or sort of podcast with Dr. Shreyash Kulkarni sir, who is a graduate from our college GMC Miraj, and he cracked his NEET PG exam, NEET PG 2025 in his very first attempt with a rank of 3,140 while managing his internship. And he's not just a doctor, but he's also a travel enthusiast, sports enthusiast, an amazing photographer, drummer, and he also organized his medicinesia and his own graduation ceremony. So he truly proves that doctor's life is beyond books. So hello, Dr. Shreyas Kulkarni, sir.
Hello.
We are really glad to have you here because we have seen your journey throughout. When I was in my first year, you were in your third year and you were arranging the medicines here. From that onward, we are seeing your journey and your achievements feels very personal to all of us. Congratulations to you and your family.
Thank you so much.
So to begin with, I would like to ask, how did you feel after cracking this exam? What was your feeling?
The first thing which came to my mind कि भाई surgery तो मिल जाएगा. So that was the point where I thought like a big load is like lifted off from my head. So I felt like way too much lighter. So that was the thing. When the result was out, I just saw. I messaged my friends. they उन्होंने गाली दी, फिर congratulate किया. उसके बाद फिर जब like ये बात समझी लोगों को कि भाई हाँ इसका इतना इतना रैंक आया है. I almost received मतलब out of the many messages, almost 80 to 100 messages were कि भाई sir your win is like a personal win for every one of us. Like जीते आप हो पर वो जीत हमारी लग रही है. एंड दैट वाज द थिंग व्हिच आई फेल्ट लाइक एन अचीवमेंट कि भाई हाँ जिंदगी में कुछ तो कमाया है. मतलब रैंक का कैसा था कि भाई अगर इस साल मतलब गॉड फॉरबिड बट अगर इस साल ना भी आता तो अगले साल तो कैसे ना कैसे करके मैं मैनेज कर ही लेता. बट जो वो पार्ट था कि सर योर विन इज लाइक अ पर्सनल विन एंड आप जीते तो सर ऐसा लग रहा है कि हम सब जीते हैं. ऐसा लग रहा था कि आपके साथ साथ हम भी एग्जाम दे रहे हैं. और जो भी था लाइक एवरी वन ऑफ माई जूनियर्स, एवरी वन ऑफ माई रेसिडेंट्स, एवरी वन ऑफ माई सीनियर्स, उन सब का जो मैसेजेस थे दैट वाज मोर लाइक एन अचीवमेंट फॉर मी रादर देन दैट रैंक व्हिच वाज जस्ट लाइक रैंक था. दैट इज डेफिनेटली अ गुड थिंग. मतलब ऑब्वियसली उसी के लिए सब लोग स्ट्राइव करते हैं. बट उसके बाद जो ये रिस्पॉन्सेज मुझे मिले दैट वाज द एक्चुअल अचीवमेंट एंड दैट वाज द थिंग व्हेन आई फेल्ट कि भाई जिंदगी में कुछ तो कमा के जा रहा हूँ यहाँ से, इस कॉलेज से
Acha.
कुछ तो कमाए.
So first, let's go with your MBBS journey. So
Sure.
looking back to these years, what was your biggest learning from those 5.5 years?
Biggest learning first is surround yourself with good people, good and healthy, like the people who actually care about you. So you have to surround yourself with good friends. That is the first and foremost thing. Second thing is you have to know how to do smart work because everybody can do hard work, but you have to know how to do smart work because we are not just any other normal people. We are one of the cream of the society. So that is what people said to doctors. So we have to know how to do smart work instead of doing the hard work. And third most important thing is consistency. कि बाबा हाँ it's never gonna happen कि हर बार you'll be in that high phase. Many a times हर एक के लाइफ में वो लोग आते ही है. So it is more about कि सब लोग गिरते हैं but जो उठ के खड़े होते हैं वापस, that is what really matters. So that is one of the most important learnings which I learned. And and the most important thing is always believe in yourself. Like कभी भी ऐसा मतलब बहुत बार ऐसा लगता है स्पेशली इन एमबीबीएस कि एग्जाम हो गया, वाइवा में बहुत डांट पड़ी, कुछ आंसर ही देने नहीं आया, ब्लॉक हो गया, तो एम आई रियली वर्थ इट, एम आई बिकमिंग अ गुड डॉक्टर और नो वगैरह वगैरह ऐसे बहुत नेगेटिव थॉट्स आते हैं. सो इट इज द थिंग विच makes a difference is never stop believing in yourself, and every time whenever there is a setback always focus to convert it into a comeback. So that is what I believe.
Okay. So there is always one subject that every student suffer. So according to you, what subject that you suffer from?
uh, Actually, the list is big, but one which tops it is PSM, I feel, because
Okay.
PSM में मतलब थर्ड ईयर में जैसे तूने बोला कि वो मेडिसिन से भी वो सब था, तो आई स्टार्टेड माई स्टडीज लेट इन थर्ड ईयर. सो एंड दैट टाइम PSM वो पार्क्स का इतना बड़ा बुक देख के ही पहले तो डर लग रहा था कि क्या होगा कैसे नहीं होगा. बट ठीक है, दैट वाज अ बिट डिफिकल्ट. सेकेंड ईयर में कैसा हुआ था कि यूजुअली मेनी ऑफ द पीपल फाइंड सेकेंड ईयर सब्जेक्ट्स डिफिकल्ट, बट जस्ट आई हैड गिवन माय फर्स्ट ईयर यूनिवर्सिटी एंड तभी बहुत गंदा वाला मुंह पे गिरे थे हम सब लोग. तो तभी एक बैक ऑफ द माइंड था कि भाई पढ़ना तो है, तो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट फैक्ट सेकेंड ईयर वाज क्वाइट गुड, बट थर्ड ईयर में आके पीएसएम डेंजर था.
Acha, okay. So, according to you, which was the toughest year for you? Internship, major year, or first to third year?
No, for me the toughest, not exactly the toughest one, but the most difficult one was final year. Not because of academics, but there were many other things going on in my life. So that was one of the maybe darkest years of my life till now. But ठीक है, I survived it somehow. Internship rather was one of the most happening and one of the most ऐसा happy years of my college life. Like college के 4 साल एक तरफ और internship एक तरफ ऐसा रखा तो भी I would not say that will be a wrong statement.
Okay, thank you. So, from outside, MBBS looks so glamorous, like respect, white coat, stethoscope, and all. But those who are actually doing the MBBS knows the reality of the MBBS. So, according to you, what is the dark side of the MBBS?
फर्स्ट थिंग इज कि बहुत लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि एमबीबीएस कर लो तो जिंदगी सेट है, मतलब बस नीट यूजी निकाल लो फिर जिंदगी सेट हो जाएगी. बिल्कुल नहीं होती सेट. दैट इज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट डार्क रियलिटीज, क्योंकि मेनी ऑफ द पीपल डोंट नो दैट इट इज गोइंग टू टेक ऑलमोस्ट 10 to 15 years of your life away from you, and is going to put you into a long vicious cycle of hard work, tireless nights, a lot of emotional turmoil and whatnot. So I feel ki that is one of the dark side ki first of all there is a very long learning curve. Like you can't just settle down at the end of your MBBS thing. So you'll have to do a minimum of post graduation. For that you'll have to appear for NEET PG, which again is a very big Everest to cross. Next is again after doing, if you do your post graduation in subjects like medicine or surgery per se, which are non-end branches so called, so usme again you'll have to go for NEET ISS or INISS, and then again you'll have to do super specialization. That will again take 3 years. Plus, there will be a bond after each year, especially after completing each MBBS, PG, and then SS. So roughly, it will take around 10 to 15 years of your life, and that too if everything goes smoothly and in first attempt. अगर कहीं पे बैक लग गया या ड्रॉप लग गया तो और 1-2 साल उसमें ऐड करना पड़ता है. सो while entering into MBBS, everybody feels कि भाई कुछ भी हो जाए, MBBS मिल गया, लाइफ सेट है. सेट नहीं है भाई. नींद से जागो. That is one of the dark realities. Second is there like no knowledge is enough when it comes to being a doctor. Like अभी just for the reference, we say कि भाई PSM के लिए पार्क्स पढ़ो. But for a particular subject, there are almost 5 books, and ideally, if we go by the ideal standard, we'll have to read many of them as much as possible. So it is a never-ending journey. ऐसा नहीं होता कि even after doing your super specialization कि हाँ अभी मेरा पढ़ाई का टाइम खत्म हो गया. ऐसा कभी नहीं होता. You'll have to constantly keep updated with the recent trends. तो अगर पढ़ने की इच्छा है या फिर पढ़ने की तैयारी है, इच्छा तो किसी की नहीं होती, बट एटलीस्ट पढ़ने की तैयारी है तभी आओ एमबीबीएस में, वरना मत आओ.
Yeah, it's never ending journey. You have to constantly
डेफिनेटली.
keep up with the. Yes. So now let's talk about surgery. As we all know that you aspire to become a surgeon. So who inspired you to become a surgeon? Matlab, who is what that a posting, or it was a moment that happened, or posting just you felt interested?
No, actually the thing was it was not a person, it was neither a person nor a posting per se. It was more like कि whenever I imagined myself becoming a doctor, I always had a scalpel in my hand. That is why even my Instagram username was the cold scalpel since the first year. So मतलब जब भी खुद को इमेजिन किया हो डॉक्टर के लाइक अटायर में, तभी हर बार सिर पे कैप और हाथ में स्कैल्पेल था. तो पता नहीं क्यों, पर दैट वाज माय इनर कॉलिंग. एंड नेक्स्ट थिंग वाज लाइक one of my strong beliefs is that the only thing which you solely own is your dreams. Like in your whole life, despite everything, the only thing which is truly yours is your dreams. So बाकी का सब कुछ मतलब जो भी कुछ है वो किसी ना किसी पे उधार रहता है. तुम्हारा जिंदगी तुम्हारे माँ बाप पे उधार है, तुम्हारा सक्सेस तुम्हारे टीचर्स पे उधार है, बट योर ड्रीम्स इज द ओनली थिंग जिसके ऊपर तुम्हारा खुद का हक है. तो अगर ऐसी कोई चीज है तो वाई ड्रीम स्मॉल. सो दैट वाज माय मोटो. जो भी कुछ हो सर्जरी ही चाहिए तो सर्जन ही बनना है. एंड दैट वाज माय फर्स्ट रिएक्शन कि आफ्टर रिसीविंग द रैंक सर्जरी तो मिल जाएगा, बस हो गया.
That is true. So where do you see yourself in the next 10 years as a surgeon?
Hopefully not in some kind of residency. 10 years के बाद maybe doing my as a consultant surgeon in some cardiothoracic department, or maybe trying to establish my own hospital, but definitely after 15 years as a sitting in my own hospital.
Okay. So now let's talk about your internship days and your NEET PG preparation. So
Yeah.
internship can be really hectic, like 16 hours plus duty, sleepless night,
Hmm.
burnouts, and not everybody managed to crack NEET in their first attempt. So how did you managing internship and your study?
See, like there is a very simple funda which I used. अ, किसी भी टाइम पे जो जो चीज आपको करनी चाहिए, अगर आपने उस टाइम पे वो चीज करी है, तो एंड में जाके आपको मतलब you'll not be in a पोजीशन कि कुछ तो जल्दी जल्दी करना है. मतलब अभी फर्स्ट ईयर है, सेकेंड ईयर है, तभी जाकर आप इफ एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम इफ यू गेन द मास्टरी ओवर दोज रिस्पेक्टिव सब्जेक्ट्स, you'll not be in a need कि वापस जाके एंड में रिपीट करो या फिर जल्दी से जल्दी ये करो. You'll no basically you'll not be in a rush. So what I followed was every year, like since my first year to final year, as much as possible, I tried to keep my learning conceptual so that in my internship, I could like enjoy my internship also, learn a lot of things, get a lot and lot of hands on, and still after my internship was over, maybe like 13th April was our convocation. फिर 25th को वो सब हिसाब किताब करके 25th April को I started my studies. And still in the month of 3 months, I could somehow manage to crack the NEET because my basics were strong, like since the initial time. मतलब इवन क्या बोलते हैं उसको, आपका जो बेस है, मतलब योर MBBS career, MBBS, what you can say, the strata itself is arranged in such a way that in first year they'll teach you to they'll teach you about what is normal, structure and function. Structure will be taught in anatomy, function will be taught in physiology and biochemistry. When you come to second year, they'll teach you what abnormalities are possible in that normal thing, that is in pathology, and what are the different aspects possible while treating it, that is pharmacology and microbiology. And when you come to third year, that is in your clinical subjects, that is where you will learn how what will be the approach, what are the protocols that will be followed. So unless or until you know what is normal, you won't be able to know what is abnormal. And unless or until you don't know the abnormality itself, how are you supposed to treat it? So if you keep your basics straight from the start, you will not be in a bad position at the end. And another thing is that you'll have to develop a critical thinking or logical reasoning, because medicine, and not just as a subject, but whole of the MBBS itself is a very logical and what you can say, critical thinking wala subject. Like if you know that this is the clinical feature, these are the 5 possible combinations which the patient might have, and these are the 10 combinations which I could use to treat the patient. So out of the 5, I'll have to deduce one, and out of the 10, I'll have to deduce one. Ki baba, which will be the best fit for that patient. So for that, you will have to have the mastery over all the subjects. It is not like कि मैं एक subject अच्छा है, एक बुरा है, so that will not do. So अगर आपके basics अच्छे से clear है, तो it is not that difficult also.
Okay. So many people just run behind NEET PG, and not so many students think about INI-CET exam.
Hmm.
Probably because they think it is tough, or I don't know.
Hmm.
What's your take on this? Why most people choose NEET PG and not INI-CET?
I don't understand the reason why actually, because जितने भी मेरे दोस्त हैं, मैंने सबको डांट डांट के बिठाया INI-CET देने के लिए, because INI-CET is far more predictable as compared to NEET PG. Like I was just at matlab, I started my studies by 25th of April, and INI was supposed to happen in second week of May, I guess. I don't exactly remember the date. I had appeared for it, and that time I could secure a rank of 4,000, like just with the basic of my study, because I had done my internship right. So if you have a good hold over the basic subjects like first year, second year, and in particular PSM, FMT and psychiatry, ऐसे इन 6-9 subjects पे अगर आपका अच्छा hold है, so INI-CET is not that difficult of an exam. Even like I don't know the exact figures, but the exams for which I had appeared in May had, I guess, 100 to 110 questions were from PYTs, like previous year topics, is what I had heard from a friend. I don't know the exact figures, what is it, but that is for sure a fact कि INI-CET में काफी PYTs repeat होते हैं. So if you know for a fact कि बाबा हाँ ये topic is important for INI-CET, and if you do it in a right or proper way, so INI-CET is not that difficult. I would rather say कि INI-CET is more predictable as compared to NEET. So if you focus for INI-CET from the start itself, वैसे भी उसके लिए जो प्रिपेयर करोगे उसका नॉलेज तो जाया नहीं जाएगा, वो नॉलेज आपको नीट पीजी में काम आने वाला है, तो फिर व्हाई नॉट टारगेट फॉर INI-CET? दैट इज माय मोटिव.
Okay. So according to you, what is the one common mistake that every NEET aspirant do while preparing for NEET PG?
कॉमन मिस्टेक इज दैट दे अंडर एस्टिमेट देमसेल्व्स, लाइक वो पहले से ही हार मान लेते हैं कि भाई ये अटेम्प्ट में होने ही नहीं वाला मेरा, लाइक दैट इज व्हाट आई हैव ऑब्जर्व्ड इन मेनी ऑफ माय फ्रेंड्स कि भाई अगले साल ही टारगेट करेंगे. What my take in that situation is, ठीक है, if you have a backup plan for next year it's okay, but at least give your 100% in this year itself, so that उसका जो knowledge और उसका जो hard work है वो आपको बाद में वैसे भी काम आने ही वाला है. तो many of them underestimate themselves and just give up before even trying. They what like last month I had heard a dialogue from Chhawa movie, मन के जीते जीते मन के हारे हार. So if you like just give up before trying itself, then you don't understand your own potential. You'll have to fail to understand your own potential. So like don't just give up before trying itself.
So, what resources did you most focus on? Was it PYQs, MCQs, notes, video lectures?
Matlab, for my throughout my 4 years, I had used DAMS from second year itself. So I did not shift for my content or my theory part. So every year I had seen the video lectures of the respective year and some और थोड़ा बहुत आगे पीछे करके I had completed the main notes by the end of final year. So in my internship तो कुछ मैंने करा नहीं. इंटर्नशिप में फुल जो भी हो सकता था उतना घूम के लिया, सब चीजें सीख ली, हैंड्स ऑन करा, जो भी कुछ है वो सब इंटर्नशिप में कर लिया. इंटर्नशिप के बाद आई जस्ट रेफर टू दोज नोट्स व्हिच आई हैड jotted down while I was in my undergraduation, and that was sufficient. And for my MCQs preparation, I referred to Marrow because Marrow has a very good explanation after the MCQs. So that is what I did. And sometimes for revision, I use DVT, that is Dance Visual Treat. And I specifically had put an emphasis on going and attending it in a face-to-face manner. In my time, it was in Hyderabad. So I had visited the place and then attended it there. And that actually had a very big impact, I could say. Like, अपने को एक आदत हो जाती है कि भाई, like from first year nowadays, every student has that Marrow and Dance वाला subscriptions. तो फर्स्ट ईयर से वो लाइब्रेरी में बैठ के वही करते रहते हैं. तो रादर देन डूइंग दैट समथिंग डिफरेंट, इसके सामने भाई तुम्हारे टीचर सिखा रहा है, उसके साथ तुम इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हो, तुम्हारा क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग ट्रिगर हो रहा है, तो उसकी वजह से इट प्लेज अ वेरी डिफरेंट, लाइक वेरी वाइटल रोल. So that was my strategy. And like many of the people tell me कि भाई GTs दे दो. I totally agree that you'll have to give GTs. But honestly speaking, not recommended. But मैंने मेरे पूरे preparation में बस एक ही GT दी थी. उसमें मेरा स्कोर कुछ तो 140 आया था. I don't know, but 140 कुछ तो out of 200 ऐसा कुछ तो था. That was also a recall exam. After that मैंने INI seat नहीं. After that मैंने directly NEET PG दिया. INI भी नहीं दिया. एक ही GT दी थी. But I would not recommend it to everybody. But that was my go. But in order to compensate it, I used to solve almost 300 to 400 MCQs on a daily basis. मतलब जीटी का सीन कैसा होता था कि सुबह तुम 3.5 घंटे एक जगह पे बैठ के जीटी दोगे, उसके बाद तुम उसको 3 घंटे रिव्यू करने में डालोगे, उसके बीच में ब्रेक लोगे, उसके बाद ब्रेक लोगे, उसके बाद जाके नया सब्जेक्ट उठाना इज नॉट प्रैक्टिकली पॉसिबल क्योंकि योर माइंड गेट्स फटीग. तो रादर देन इन्वेस्टिंग अ होल डे इन जीटी, आई यूज्ड टू जस्ट डू 300 to 400 MCQs on a daily basis. सुबह while doing my lunch 100, after in the evening 100, and before going to sleep 100. ऐसा डिवाइड करके लिया था. And PYQs were like, I used to put emphasis on PYQs, but they are mostly like a guiding light. They are not the sole thing कि मतलब उतना ही नहीं करना है. That is just to provide you with a direction कि बाबा हाँ इस पे से questions आए थे या फिर इस direction में questions आ सकते हैं. That is not a whole and sole. That should not be the whole and sole resource of your preparation. आपका पूरा जो नोट्स है उसमें से उस पर थोड़ा सा ज्यादा फोकस देना है, उतना ही है PYQs. बट हाँ, PYQs भी also play an important role.
Okay. So, sir, did you had a fixed timetable in your internship, or did you just adapt based on your postings and workload?
Timetable according to me is a myth. That is just a piece of paper you make to just satisfy your own brain कि बाबा हाँ कुछ तो करा है जिंदगी में. That's it. मतलब timetable is made so that it can be failed. That is what my take of timetable is. But the thing which I used to do is कि बाबा I used to make a micro plan and a macro plan. Macro plan was like कि by the end of this month or by the end of 2 months I'll have to complete one read. And out of that, some of the micro plans were कि by the end of 3 days or by the end of 1 week इतना अपने को करना है. तो जो माइक्रो प्लान रहता था उसमें थोड़ा बहुत अगर ऊपर नीचे हो गया, विच इज बाउंड टू हैपन, लाइक यू कांट गेट 12 hours फॉर योर स्टडी ड्यूरिंग एनी टाइम इन अ सिंगल डे. तो कभी कभी ऊपर नीचे होता है. तो माइक्रो प्लान में जो है वो ऑल्टरेशन चलता है. but it should not reflect in macro plans. You should be able to compensate it. अगर जो 2 दिन में खत्म होना था उसको 3 दिन लग गए, तो अगले 2 दिन वाले 1 दिन में खत्म करना चाहिए. तो मैक्रो प्लान जो है वो डिस्टर्ब नहीं होना चाहिए जितना हो सके उतना. माइक्रो प्लान में थोड़ा बहुत ऊपर नीचे चलता है. दैट इज व्हाट आई हैड फॉलोड. बाकी टाइम टेबल तो कुछ नहीं था भाई, मतलब इंटर्नशिप में तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है टाइम टेबल बनाना. कभी भी अगर कॉल आया तो जाना ही पड़ता है वैसे भी ड्यूटी पे, तो काहे का टाइम टेबल बनाओगे.
हाँ वो तो है. So last question from this, golden piece of advice for current interns preparing for NEET PG exam.
Golden piece of advice: start solving MCQs as early as possible, irrespective of your preparation. बहुत लोग जो मुझे मिले थे सब लोग मेरे मतलब मैनी ऑफ देम यूज्ड टू टेल मी कि सर हमारा प्रिपरेशन ही इतना नहीं है कि एमसीक्यू सॉल्व करे. ट्रस्ट मी गाइस, तुम्हारा प्रिपरेशन कभी सफिशिएंट नहीं होने वाला कि तुम सारे एमसीक्यू सॉल्व कर सको. तो जितने जल्दी हो सकता है उतने जल्दी एमसीक्यू सॉल्व करो. जो भी मेरा नॉलेज का बेस था बिफोर अपियरिंग फॉर द एग्जाम, आई कुड से कि 70% ऑफ माई नॉलेज हैड कम फ्रॉम माई थियोरी नोट्स एंड 30% ऑफ माई नॉलेज हैड कम फ्रॉम एमसीक्यूज. सो जितने जल्दी तुम स्टार्ट कर सकते हो एमसीक्यू सॉल्व करना, इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ योर प्रिपरेशन, गो फॉर इट. एंड वन मोर इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग इज कि तुमको अगर वो मतलब एक फैक्ट जो है वो भी अगर पता ना हो, बट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द अप्रोच फॉर दैट क्वेश्चन. Like it is never going to happen in final exam also ki bhai whatever you have read that the questions might come from that, but similar level of questions will be coming. So you need to understand how should be your approach while you are approaching that particular question, and that you will only understand ki while after solving multiple number of MCQs. When you commit the same mistake 3 times, that is the time when की चौथी बार तुम लोग बराबर आंसर टिक करोगे. And it is very important to commit the mistake 3 times, क्योंकि एग्जाम में जाके एक बार गलत किया हुआ ज्यादा इतना याद नहीं आता. बट ट्रस्ट मी, जब तुम ये करते हो मतलब 4 बार अगर एक कोई तो क्वेश्चन गलत करते हो, तो एग्जाम में अगर स्क्रीन पे सामने दिखा तो 100% याद आ ही जाता है कि हाँ ये मैंने गलत करा था, इसका सही आंसर ये है. दैट इज लाइक वो हो जाता है. एंड थर्ड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एडवाइस इज डू योर इंटर्नशिप like what you can say sincerely. Like nowadays the trend of questions is more of that clinical vignette wala thing कि they'll give you a long stem question का history, and then you'll have to apply your critical thinking and your knowledge of symptoms, and then they'll ask you something regarding the diagnosis, that too not directly the diagnosis, something regarding it. So and more of nowadays questions are also coming from practical approach, like practical medicine, what do you say. So in this exam itself we had a question about closure of episiotomy. एंड अपन जब थ्योरी में पढ़ते हैं तभी अपने को इतना याद रहता है कि हाँ 3 लेयर्स है. अभी इतना डिटेल में कोई जाते नहीं कि म्यूकोसा है, उसके बाद मसल है, उसके बाद स्किन है. तो उसका जो है until or unless you do it, like when we were in our OBGYN posting, हमने बहुत एपिजियोटमी लाइक इंसिजन्स लिए हैं, क्लोज किए हैं, डिलीवरीज करे हैं. तो जो भी सारा ये था मतलब सेक्शंस में असिस्ट करा है, तो जो भी सारा प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशन है नॉलेज का, उस दैट हैज एक्चुअली कम फॉर हेल्प फॉर मी. एटलीस्ट आई कुड वाउच फॉर माई सेल्फ कि वो मुझे तो मदद करा है वो चीज. अभी लास्ट जो INI मैंने दिया था उसमें न्यूमोथोरैक्स के 3 केसेस थे, 3 क्वेश्चन थे. मैंने अपने पोस्टिंग में न्यूमोथोरैक्स का, अपना सर्जरी पोस्टिंग में न्यूमोथोरैक्स का केस देखा था. तो उसमें पता है कि भाई सबसे पहले नीडल थोरैकोस्टोमी करोगे, उसके बाद ICD डालना ही है अंडर वाटर सील में. तो जो भी कुछ है लाइक अपने मेडिकल साइंस का, दैट इज व्हाट इज द व्हाट यू कैन से द मैजिक ऑफ मेडिकल साइंस. लाइक यू get to know or you can learn from actually practicing it on a live patient. Like whatever you have read in the books, the same thing is going to reflect in the hospital when you go to the wards. So if you just do your internship sincerely, it will not just help you for your future as a doctor, but also it will help you for your NEET PG exam also. So just do your internship sincerely, be regular in your studies, and start solving MCQs as early as possible. और हाँ, internship में मजे करो. Internship is one of the best periods of life. तो मजे करो, internship enjoy करो.
Okay. So now let's talk about stress management and mental health. You know, MBBS is such a long journey and it consumes you. So how did you manage your stress in NEET PG preparation and in your internship days for hectic duties?
The single answer for this is friends. मेरे 4 थे भाई. दिन में 4 कॉल नहीं हुए तो मैं सोता ही नहीं था. आई यूज टू मतलब जब भी मुझे ऐसा लगे कि भाई जो भी कुछ हो इसको फोन करो, मेरे 4 बंदे फिक्स थे, चारों को एक फोन होता था आधा घंटे का. उसमें भाई दुनिया भर की बकचोदी कर रहे हैं हम लोग. ऐसा वी डिडंट इवन डिस्कस अ सिंगल वर्ड अबाउट स्टडीज, बट यूं ही बस साथ थे तो मजा आता था, दिमाग ठंडा हो जाता था. जब भी टेंशन आ रहा है फोन कर लो, खत्म बात. वो if they would have been here, I would have directly gone into their rooms and just sat there. But since they were at their own places, so I used to just call. I just used to make a call, and then it used मतलब हो जाता था। स्ट्रेस तो रहेगा ऑब्वियसली, सी नो पर्सन इज फियरलेस, बट द सक्सेसफुल वंस आर द ओनली वंस हु डोंट लेट द फियर ओवरटेक देम। डर तो लगेगा भाई, यू हैव सच ह्यूज थिंग्स एट स्टेक, तो डर तो लगना जरूरी है, बट you'll have to learn to manage that fear. Nobody is born fearless, but you'll have to learn to manage that fear, and in a good way, that too. So that again becomes a good skill, and for that you need good people around you. Even during my this thing also, like NEET PG का preparation also, sometime when I used to feel overwhelmed, I just used to take my bike and go to library. वहाँ पे मेरे दोस्त रहते थे, उनके साथ ऐसे ही टाइम पास करो, घूम के आओ। हम लोग ऐसे दंडों में निकल जाते थे, कभी तो रात में हो गया, चिल हो गया, वापस आके बैठो पढ़ाई करो। उतना होता था, बिकॉज तुम लोग उसी चीज को लेके
हाँ।
बैठोगे वापस कि भाई क्यों हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, यू गो इनटू दैट विशियस साइकिल इन योर ब्रेन, एंड इट कंज्यूम्स नॉट ओनली योर
हम्म।
टाइम बट also your energy. And if you just talk to a person, like that was my way. Everybody has their own way of stress management, but my way was to just talk to a friend, just spit it out, whatever is there, whatever it is there in your head, and again get back to study. वरना अगर वही चीज दिमाग में वापस वापस घूमते रहेगी, तो कुछ होता तो है नहीं उससे।
Okay. So there, I guess there must be some days when you feel mentally drained and you felt like giving up everything. So what was your mindset that kept you going?
मतलब actually, honestly speaking, there was never a time that I felt like giving up, because medicine was like my thing कि भाई करना तो है, मतलब after coming into MBBS obviously, but I never felt like giving it up. हाँ, but stressful था, but तभी मतलब we have a professor of radiology in our dam, Dr. Sumer Sethi sir. So he once, like, I had met him in Hyderabad, no? So that time also, and during even his lecture, he had said one beautiful thing, like जब भी भगवान आपको ऊपर से देखता होगा, तभी इट इज योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू शो हिम दैट यू हैव द ब्राइटेस्ट फ्लेम इनसाइड योर हार्ट। लाइक अभी फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू एंड योर फ्रेंड आर अपियरिंग फॉर नीट पीजी, so why should he choose you over your friend for giving his blessings? That is the question what God will also have. So it is on your behalf to prove him that you are worthy of his blessings by showing him the highest fire in your heart. So that's what I had kept me going.
Oh, that's great, really. So let's go beyond medicine. Let's go beyond academics now. So you have been OS of medicines, yeah. You conducted your own convocation. You also had participated in bands and travel photography and all. So how did you manage all of this in your MBBS?
नो लाइक सी एवरीबडी नीड्स अ हॉबी। अगर तुम बस बुक लेके लाइब्रेरी में बैठ जाओगे, पागल हो जाओगे, ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग। एक टाइम तक कर लोगे, उसके बाद पागल हो जाएगा, यू विल लूज योर सीन। तो एवरीबडी नीड्स अ सॉर्ट ऑफ हॉबी, वॉट एवर मेक्स यू हैप्पी आउट ऑफ लाइक अदर देन द स्टडीज। सो एंड जस्ट द वे आई सेड कि जब भी तुमको पता होता है कि उस टाइम पे मुझे वो करना है, अगर उस टाइम पे वो चीज करी वॉट यू आर सपोज टू डू, तो आप बाकी की सारी चीजों के लिए भी टाइम दे सकते हो। इट इज नॉट लाइक कि एमबीबीएस है तो भाई बुक्स 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 बुक्स, इतना नहीं है। आपको बाकी के लिए भी टाइम देना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज डॉक्टर इज नॉट जस्ट अ पर्सन हु इज नॉलेजेबल, यू ऑल्सो हैव टू बी अ सोशल, लाइक अ सोशल पर्सन। अगर पेशेंट से बात करना नहीं आएगा तो क्या फायदा है उस नॉलेज का। और बाकी के सारे हॉबीज भी है तो उसको भी परस्यू करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज आप जस्ट द वे, जस्ट लाइक यू सेड कि एमबीबीएस कंज्यूम्स यू। तो इफ यू वांट टू सर्वाइव इन एमबीबीएस, देयर हैज टू बी समथिंग व्हिच विल गिव लाइक सम काइंड ऑफ relief to your own mind. That's where your hobbies come in. Friends are obviously there, but that's where your hobbies come in. So I had a passion for music and photography since my school time. तभी बस हो नहीं पा रहा था कुछ, अभी जाके कर लिया वैसा था। एंड आई ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग आई डिड नॉट गिव अ थॉट कि भाई कैसे मैनेज करूंगा पढ़ाई ये वगैरह, दिल किया कर लिया, दैट वाज माय मोटो। इतना सोचना भी कहीं मतलब
अच्छा.
सोचने की जरूरत भी नहीं
Hmm. So if not MBBS, what alternate career you imagine yourself?
है। Actually, after my 10th standard, I was about to go for my music career in Trinity. Like I had been a singer and a drummer in my school as well, and तभी I was actually very serious कि भाई मैं म्यूजिक में करियर पैशन मतलब करियर करूंगा। बट तभी आर्ट्स लेना इतना ये हो नहीं रहा था, एंड अदर थिंग वाज कि मे बी मैथ्स नहीं चाहिए तो एमबीबीएस कर लो, ऐसा था मेरा। पीसीबी लेना है बट मैथ्स नहीं चाहिए। बाद में पता चला कि फिजिक्स में आके डिफरेंशिएशन और इंटीग्रेशन सीख रहे, वो अलग बात है, बट वो दैट वाज माय कॉल। इफ नॉट डॉक्टर देन आई वुड हैव बीन सम काइंड ऑफ म्यूजिशियन मे बी।
Acha, okay. So now let's talk about future of medicine. So, how do you see the future of doctors in India, like opportunities, challenges, and some uncertainties?
See, like medicine is the a field which is ever changing. Like it is never a constant thing. कि जैसे 10 साल पहले था वैसे कभी नहीं होने वाला कि अगले 10 साल में भी वैसे रहेगा. Every time there will be some new developments in technology. Every time there will be some new development in some new drugs may come into play. Some new technologies may be developed. Some new approaches may be there. So medicine is ever changing field. So you'll have to keep up with that. What you can say trends of the that medicine wala thing. So, but ultimately, abhi there is a big thing कि भाई AI will take over doctors. But I don't think that is actually a thing क्योंकि the human touch in medicine is very much necessary. And even when you think from a perspective of a patient, I don't think anybody will be comfortable risking their own lives in the hands of a robot. So AI may be used as a guiding tool or a helping tool to making some kind of diagnosis maybe or in treatment strategies maybe, but it will not completely replace a doctor. That is for sure. And again, you'll have to be in touch with recent trends. You'll have to learn new things every day. You'll have to like what you can say. It's basically a never-ending process. तुम्हारा आपका पढ़ाई कभी खत्म नहीं होगा. That is the basic trend.
Okay. So, do you think that choosing medicine is still worth it for the next generation?
That is a very dicey question. But see, it is actually worthy. Like worth of a thing is again a subjective term. Like I can't say will it be a worthy for any other person. So if like after coming into maybe the 12th standard or before appearing for NEET UG, if you are ready to sacrifice the 15 years of your youth into studying, if you are ready to give tireless nights, emotional turmoils, n number of books and everything, then it is actually worthy because there is no other job which will give you satisfaction as that of medicine. Internship में देखा है हमने एक case था which was very like 1 in a million presentation. So it was extraglandular Sjogren's syndrome presenting as cerebral vasculitis. That patient had come to us in comatose state. और फिर that was a very rare diagnosis to make. We treated her. She got well. एंड टिल टुडे व्हेन शी कम्स दैट टाइम उन्होंने हमको सबको पेड़ा वगैरह सब दे के एकदम गले वगैरह लगाया था. तो वो जो सेटिस्फैक्शन है वो किसी किसी चीज में नहीं मिलता. हम लाइक ड्यूरिंग माय इंटर्नशिप महेंद्र सर एंड अल्ला सर वर माय रेसिडेंट्स इन मेडिसिन. तो हम सब ने मिलके उसको जो भी था वो मैनेज किया था. तो तभी वो जो सेटिस्फैक्शन देखा था मैंने उस टाइम पे that was like not measurable in words. So if you are ready to give all those things in return for that job satisfaction, it is really worth it.
Okay, okay. So let's end this interview with one last question. If you had to sum up your life philosophy in just 3 words, what would they be?
Okay. One first will be friends, definitely. Second will be consistency, and third will be, I guess, self belief.
Okay. And one
And
last, what message you would like to give your juniors in those who are in MBBS?
the best thing I can tell you is that be a like whatever decisions you take, make sure that they'll serve as a motivation for your past self and a satisfaction for your future self. बेसिकली लाइक जो भी चीज जो भी डिसीजंस आप लोगे या फिर जो भी चूज करोगे आप योर चॉइसेस शुड नॉट टर्न इनटू रिग्रेट्स. दे शुड टर्न इनटू मेमोरीज. दैट इज व्हाट माय मोटो वाज कि हैविंग नो रिग्रेट्स एंड हैव लाइक बाद में जाके ये कर सकते थे. इससे अच्छा है कि हाँ भाई ये भी किया था. ऐसा याद करना इज बेटर देन हैविंग दोज काइंड ऑफ रिग्रेट्स. सो दैट वाज माय थिंग. सेकंड इज फॉर बेसिकली द अंडर ग्रेजुएट्स लाइक नॉट येट इंटर्न्स. तो उनके लिए वन थिंग इज कि भाई वर्क ऑन योर बेसिक्स. जितना पढ़ सकते हो उतना पढ़ो. जितना नॉलेज ग्रैब कर सकते हो जहां जहां से नॉलेज ग्रैब कर सकते हो करो. थर्ड थिंग इज अटेंड योर क्लिनिक्स, गो इन टू वार्ड्स. नो अमाउंट ऑफ बुक्स विल टीच यू एज अ सिंगल पेशेंट विल टीच यू. सो तुम्हारा जो नॉलेज बुकिश नॉलेज है दैट इज नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. मतलब you'll have to have practical knowledge that is not replaceable by just sitting in library watching some videos and reading some books. You'll have to go into the wards, you'll have to examine the patients, take history, make mistakes, present those cases to examiners, get scolded by examiners, then again improve. उसके बाद जाके तुम अच्छे डॉक्टर बनोगे. So go into the wards and like आपको जितना सीखना है वहां पे जाके सीखो. जो भी है everybody will be ready to teach you. उधर जाके बस सीख लो. And the last thing is like always dream big. That is the best thing I can tell you. never doubt yourself, always dream big, and whatever it is, like whatever the case, never lower your standards. Like अभी अगर फॉर एग्जांपल फर्स्ट ईयर में है, फर्स्ट ईयर में सबको लगता है कि डिस्टिंक्शन से पास होंगे, अगर गलती से नहीं हो गया कि लाइक यू नेवर नो कि भाई, क्योंकि फर्स्ट ही एग्जाम रहता है तो कभी कभी नहीं हो पाता, तो सेकेंड ईयर में जाके स्टैंडर्ड्स लोअर मत करो कि बस पास हो जाए. Once you start lowering your standards, there is just down growth. There is never an up growth. So never be satisfied for less, and never lower your standards even for one time. Always keep your standards high and always dream big. क्योंकि कॉलेज लाइफ को एंजॉय कर रहे हो, क्योंकि कॉलेज लाइफ बाद में वापस आती नहीं है, एंड रादर दैन रिग्रेट्स, मेमोरीज आर ऑलवेज अ बेटर चॉइस टू मेक. सो कॉलेज लाइफ को जितना हो सके उतना जियो, जितना हो सके उतना एंजॉय करो, जितना हो सके उतना घूमो, जितना हो सके उतने मेमोरीज बनाओ, फ्रेंड्स बनाओ. जो जो लोग तुम आपके जिंदगी में आ रहे हैं उनको अपने पास रखो, जो दूर जा रहे हैं उनसे लेसन सीखो, बट जो भी कुछ है कॉलेज लाइफ को अच्छे से जियो. ये पल बाद में वापस नहीं आते. once you go into your residency, there is no like a college that is basically that is not a college life which you will get in your undergraduation. So live as much as possible. That is the one thing I can tell you. And another thing is like, when you don't take risks, you would never come to know what your true potential is. Like when you're in your comfort zone, maybe like you can study for maybe 4 hours, but when you go out of your comfort zone and you actually realize that I can actually study for maybe 8 hours, that is what your true potential is. लोग बोल देते हैं कि भाई किस्मत में इतना ही है तो यही है क्या. तू था क्या वहां पे जब तेरी किस्मत लिखी जा रही थी? यू डोंट नो फॉर श्योर ना कि भाई तेरी किस्मत में है क्या, तो तू खुद के थॉट प्रोसेस से क्यों खुद को रुका रहा है पीछे. दैट इज व्हाट आई बिलीव कि टेक रिस्क, मेक मिस्टेक्स, don't be afraid of making mistakes, be afraid of not trying. That is what I tell my juniors as well. Make mistakes. No, there is not a problem in making mistakes. Nobody is going to judge you, and whoever judges, let them be aside. That is not none of our business. So whatever that happens, don't be afraid of trying new things, and don't be afraid of having some trial and error methods, and make a lot of friends. Be a social person when you're in MBBS, and enjoy the life as much as possible.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable insights, for your journey and your experience, sharing your experiences with us. And all the best for your future as a budding surgeon. I am sure that your story will inspire many students. And also the students who are watching this video, this is a live example in front of you that you can manage everything and still crack NEET exam. You don't have to be like constantly nerdy to crack an exam. So thank you so much, sir, for giving me opportunity to interview you, and all the best for your future.